Hey lovelies, thanks for stopping by my channel today. I'm excited to hang out with you during this makeup play date. We're just going to be using some new to me makeup, a few things that I've been wanting to pull out of my collection. So to save us a little time, I am starting out with my foundation and concealer on. If you guys saw my recent foundation declutter, I said that I am only allowing myself to get up to 2 foundations between now and the end of the year. And right now there's nothing that is like really calling my name. So I went through with one that when I pulled it out in the declutter, I was like, oh my gosh, I really need to use this. This is the Flower Light Illusion foundation. This is amazing. I love this foundation. I haven't worn it in a while. I am a little bit darker than this shade right now. I have the shade Natural Beige, which is M1, so that was just a little bit light. So what I did is I went through and added a little bit of this Face and Body foundation from MAC. Which one is this shade? This is N5. So this is too dark, this is too light, you know the deal. Together they make the perfect love child. I would say it was about 2/3 the Light Illusion from Flower and then just a little boop of the MAC to help give me some color. And then I went through, oh, where is it? Okay, you guys, I'm scraping the barrel on my Oma Woke concealer, and I went onto Ulta to get it, and like most of the lighter shades are out of stock right now, and I just wanted to use my points. I of course can go onto the Oma site and buy this one, but I just want to use my points. So darn it, I don't know what I'm gonna do. This is my favorite concealer, and I am really, it's like, it is hard to get any of it out, but that is what I went ahead and started out with. So we're gonna move on from there. So right away, I would like to add a little bit of powder to this situation. I do have a new powder that was sent to me from Influencer. This is the Bare Minerals Original Mineral Veil, but in a pressed version. So Bare Minerals, the Mineral Veil's been around a long time. I have to say, I don't mind the original loose powder version. I just find the Mineral Veil not so much because it was pretty finely milled, but with the Bare Minerals loose powders, I just think it is so easy to go overboard. Like with a lot of loose tinted powders, I think you can just get so much on your brush that it makes it really, really easy to get too much on, and then you look a little cakey. So I think this pressed version is going to be a very easy way to get some of that, you know, blurring and set your products if you would like to. This does actually come with, you know these deals where it's like you got the powder and then you got the puff. Did I try the puff once? I think I did, just to say that I did, and of course you know that I'm gonna prefer a brush. So I'm going through with the Wayne Goss, I think this is the Airbrush, nope, the one. I'm sorry, I don't know which one this is. It was a limited edition one, but I'm just gonna go through and kind of put this lightly all over. I do actually really like this powder. I've had it for a few weeks now, and I've been trying it on and off, comparing it. I would say it is honestly a little silkier than the RCMA, but still kind of that same vibe where it's like very translucent. I haven't found that it's like white on my skin, so I am really liking it. And of course in this pressed version it'd be really nice to travel with. I'm also realizing that my eyes are super itchy and irritated this morning, so I'm gonna go get some eye drops. I'll be right back. Okay, now my eyeballs are feeling hydrated. Sorry about that. I probably looked pretty scary for the intro of this video. So the next thing I'm gonna crack into is this Sephora Favorites set that I got. I did share this on Instagram because I saw that it was on sale. This is a value of $65. It is normally $30 at Sephora, but it's marked down to $21. The main reason that I got this is it has one of the Pat McGrath Lip Fetish Divinal Lip Shines. This is the shade Nude Venus in here. And I do have a couple of the other Divinal Lip Shines, and I really like them. And I know that my friend Kara from Beauty and the Frizz, she really likes Nude Venus, so I thought, well, for less than the cost of what that normally would be, because those are normally $31, I believe. So on sale, this was $21, and then you get these other things inside. So let's just crack into this because I want to go through, this is so cute. Oh my gosh, it matches. Sorry, I just saw in the monitor, I was like, oh, that's so cute. Anyway, so this is this cute little minty makeup bag. And then inside you have, of course, the Lip Fetish, which you're gonna set to the side. We'll put that on later, but you do get a full-size coconut lip balm from Sephora. You also get a small rose petal soft lip cream from Fresh. You get the Ilia, this is too small for me to read, the Ilia Lip Wrap Hydrating Lip Mask. And then you also get a Tarte Jelly Glaze Lip Balm, lip mask. So that is really cool that you get basically another full-size lip balm and 3 lip masks to try out for less than the full price of this. I did just check. They are still on the website, and I will link this set down in the description box if you do want to get this because it's a really good deal. I can't wait to put this on later, but let's go ahead and try out one of these lip balms. Okay, I'm tempted. I think I want to do either the Ilia or the Fresh, but I can't decide. I know I like Fresh products, so let's go ahead and pop some of this on, and we'll just let this hang out while we do the rest of our makeup. So it has that typical rose scent. The only thing is, like, I'm not normally a floral on the lips kind of person. I'm also not normally into digging my fingers into pots. The 2 lip balm lip masks that I have that I really like are the Nuxe lip balm and then the Agave overnight lip mask from Bite, and those are both in a pot too. This feels really nice though. Wow. I mean, if you've ever tried the Fresh lip balms, any of like the lip scrub, those things, they are really nice. This feels really good. It feels really silky. Ooh. And the rose scent on it isn't too strong. And it doesn't like, it doesn't have an overly rose taste, because obviously you're gonna end up getting a little bit of it in your mouth, right? I was actually just having a conversation about like, why do companies, especially luxury companies, put floral like fragrances in their lip products? Like why do we do that? I like the way it feels though. I don't know, I like it. We are going to let this chill out while we do the rest of our makeup, and then we'll use the Divinyl Lip Shine later. So let's go ahead and, you know what? I think I'm gonna start out and I'm gonna do my eyebrows because I also got another product from Sephora, and this is the Refi. I actually don't know, that's embarrassing. This is the brow sculpt. So this is supposed to help give us that like really pushed up sort of like laminated effect. You guys know I love a good wispy brow. So let's go ahead and check this out. I know this has been out for a while and a lot of people have gone gaga for it. I have seen Katie Jean Hughes use it, and I love everything that Katie loves usually. So you guys can see it's just your basic like, so this has like more, I don't know how to say it. It's not a wand like a mascara wand. It's like almost like a corkscrew kind of situation. So we're gonna give this a go. I would think that I would want to put this in my brows first and let them chill out, and then we'll add a bit more color to our brows, almost like you would with any of the other brow waxes. Like I have the Anastasia Brow Freeze, and that one too, you really have to use that first and then go through with any color that you want to use. Otherwise you run the risk of like having that product like push your color around. All right, I've zoomed you guys in so that we can experience this brow sculpt together. Now, I'm going to, I guess, do a little side-by-side for you, but my eyebrows are definitely not like sisters because this one has a bit of a bald spot. I do have old microblading in my brows, but I don't have anything else in them right now, but this one is definitely missing a little bit of hair compared to this guy over here. So they're not even either way, but we'll just see. This is my better brow, so this one has more hair to it, so we can at least see how this does. And I can probably give you guys an update later and let you know. Ooh, got it in my hair. Oh my God. So it has been a moment since I've done like a big, like pushed up brow. I will obviously have to fill in this area down here, which is fine. So it's definitely pushed my brow hairs up. I will say, like, as far as brow gels go, my favorite one is probably still the Benefit 24/7 Brow Setter, or whatever the heck it's called. So I will be interested to see how, oh, that was a lot of product. I will be interested to see how this one does in comparison to that. If it does have a stronger hold. The one thing about that one though is I definitely feel confident in putting it in after I've done color product, because it's not, I mean, it's not really like gonna laminate. It does help push up. It's somewhere between a brow gel and like a brow laminate, I guess. It's just a really strong brow gel. I'm gonna be curious to see like the consistency of this, if the brows stay softer, like a pomade-y soft, like a hair pomade type feel. Like the Brow Freeze does that. It doesn't get crispy. The Anastasia Brow Freeze, it doesn't get crispy. It gets more waxy, like it just stays pliable. There's the word that I'm looking for. So your brows don't get like super crispy. The Benefit brow gel, that one does get stiff. So it's kind of like, there are pros and cons to both, but I'm going to be curious to see how this does and also to see how color will lay down. Now I tried obviously not to get too much of it on my skin, but it does happen a little bit. I was a little scared since it was white, but I was hoping that it would obviously dry clear, which it looks to have. So I don't really want to do like, I don't really want to push them down too much. I want to keep a little bit more of like a fluffier look. Like I don't want them like laminated as in like squished down to my face, you know, like shellacked onto my skin. So I'm just gonna let that chill out. We're just gonna let our little like Wolverine eyebrows hang out for a minute, and then we'll fill them in a little bit. All right, so we're gonna start out with a new to me bronzer. I'm very excited to try this kit out. I got this in BoxyCharm this month. This is the Hydrating Complexion Trio from Alamar Cosmetics, and I can't tell which one this is. This is medium tan. So we have 3 shades in here. It looks like we have a highlighter or like a highlight setting powder type situation, not like a shiny highlighter. So we have that, and then we have 2 bronzers. So I'm going to swatch this quick for you so we can check it out. Okay, so I did do a couple swipes of this just to be able to build up the tone so that you could see. So we have the shade I'm Woke. That is obviously the brightening powder. And then we have Soltera and Always Summer. So it looks like, I mean, I think Always Summer is obviously a bit deeper, but also, I don't know, they both are fairly warm. Like this is definitely not a contour. There's nothing in here that I would really consider a contour. So I'm trying to decide if I should go in with, let's go in with Soltera, the middle shade, and then we can always like deepen up some areas with Always Summer, the darker one. And maybe, just maybe at the very end, before I set my face, I might try to use some of that brightening powder. We'll have to see. All right, I think I have just the brush for this too. If you guys saw my recent like packaging that drew me in, like all the makeup I bought just for the packaging video, here is the MAC 140 SES brush. I think this is gonna be like the perfect size to like pop in here. And I was really excited to get this in BoxyCharm. This is actually, I think, the only thing in BoxyCharm that I was super excited about this month. But I really like my Alamar Cosmetics eyeshadows. One of the palettes was in my top palettes for summer. And then I do also really like the blush trio that I have. I have the original blush trio before Gabby reformulated them. I think she said she even made them like, was it more pigmented, more hydrating? I don't know. I don't remember what it was, but she reformulated them. So when I heard that, I was like, oh, well now I want to get a couple of the new ones, but I'm really, really trying to not get face palettes because I know that I just don't grab for them much. So, I mean, obviously here I am using a face palette, but I think it'll be nice to have this. I am really liking the color so far. I was a little worried because in the pan, it does look kind of sheeny, not shimmery at all, but it does look to have a sheen, but it just has that really nice satin finish, which is what I prefer. But I was really like trying to decide, because I did get to pick the color that I got in BoxyCharm this month, and I was trying to decide between light and medium, and I'm so glad that I went with medium, because in the summertime, this would be the lightest I would want to go. So I would say that the light one is maybe going to be for fair to light, and then this medium is really for like, you know, that light to medium skin. So I really like this one. Obviously I'm using the lighter shade, so let's see if we can build this up just a little bit more. The only thing about this compact though is if you like a really big brush, I feel like you're going to have to use both shades, like just whirl them together, because it would be very hard to get a brush much bigger than this into these pans. So again, that's one of the things about face palettes, is a lot of times the pans are a little bit smaller. Good thing I am team small brush. Today I feel like I'm actually using like a super huge brush, but for the summer, I do kind of just like that like of bronzer. So we're gonna stick with that for now. I do think that that looks really good. You guys will have to let me know. It looks very skin-like. Like it's not super powdery. It has like a nice little glow to it, but not like a makeup-y glow, just like a healthy skin glow. So I'm really liking that. I am actually just really quickly going to run a little bit. Why don't we actually do that? I'm gonna run a little bit of the deeper shade through my crease. We're gonna just do a really quick eyeshadow look later today, but I do want a little something in my crease. So I'm gonna take that Always Summer shade and just pop that through the crease. All right, yeah, I would definitely say that this Always Summer shade does pull a little bit warmer than the Solterra shade. And this is one of the reasons that a face palette is really nice to have on hand, is you can very easily obviously just use this on the eye as well if you wanted a quick look. Like you could go through then with the brightening shade on your lid and just have like a very quick nude easy look. All right, so that's just gonna give us a foundation for our eye look later. Now let's go ahead and go through with blush. So I am so excited to finally be using these. I've been saving them because I wanted to take a couple pictures. I got the Moira blushes and I'm so very excited. These are so incredibly pretty. I did get 3 shades. I know they've been around the beauty sphere for a while, so probably shouldn't spend too much time on them, but I did get the Orange Blossom shade, which of course is this beautiful ombre moment into this like orange into like peachy coral. Love that one. And then we have Morning Sunshine, which is so pretty. I actually took pictures of these. I'm sure you guys will see them on Instagram, but I took pictures of these out in my garden because the colors I could like kind of pull out from my garden. So I thought that was really beautiful. I just think like this embossing and like the ombre, they just really killed it. I will say they could like definitely up the quality of the compact packaging, but you know, the price was incredible on these and I did get them during a sale, so I can't really complain too much, but they definitely have like a low rung packaging feel. Like I like that it's clear, it looks pretty, but it does feel a little bit less expensive. So this is the Ruby Flush shade, which I think will be beautiful as well. So now to decide which we want to use. Oh my gosh. So you guys know I'm obviously drawn into the like corally orange one, but I did want to swatch these. So you've got, it's pretty bright. This one's going to be pretty bright. I was thinking that maybe I would do that one, but for the rest of my look, I just don't think like a really pink blush is going to be what's going to do it for me. And I did just do the top and the bottom of the compact, by the way. I think that's just going to be, oh yeah, wow. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. So I was just watching Kara C here on YouTube. She was doing her blush declutter, and I'm basically going to watch anything that involves blush. And I love Kara. So I was watching and she was saying that she just felt like these blushes were way too pigmented. It's definitely going to be a fluffy brush moment. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. So wowie. So here we have the Ruby Flush ones on the bottom. Okay. Now I'm excited and slightly scared. Whoo, baby. Okay, okay. We're gonna be bold. Let's go ahead and try the Ruby Flush. I know that, you know, if we're putting Nude Venus on the lips, that's going to be pretty nude, so I think we can get away with a little bit of color on the face, but I am going to grab a very, very fluffy brush. So the two that automatically I would think of for this task would be the Wayne Goss number 14, and then I also have this Moda brush. I'm sorry it doesn't have a number on it, but it's very light and fluffy. So you can see it's just like super airy, so I would say go in with something that's really light and fluffy or a duo fiber brush. I'm gonna try to like hit kind of right in the middle. Okay, pray for me. And what I'm doing is I'm tapping in and then I'm swirling it in the lid so that it has some time to disperse through the bristles. Okay, I'm not so scared. This is beautiful. It's reminding me of the one shade that I have from Urban Decay. It's not quite as like hot as that one is. Okay, I just went from 0 to 60 like really fast. I started talking and then buffing and buffing and buffing, and I probably should have stopped, but it's all right. Now these are obviously a matte blush, so just keep that in mind. I don't love like a sparkly blush, but I do like a blush that has a little bit of skin-like sheen to it, and these don't have that. Like, I mean, they don't look chalky, but they are definitely a matte blush, which is fine because then that means we can go through with highlighter. I really haven't been wearing much highlighter lately, so that'll be fun to pop on. But yeah, a fluffy brush and a light hand will be very needed in these. But I mean, with how pigmented these are, for the price, they're gonna last you a really long time. So I'm excited to play with these a little bit more, but I don't think I've seen anybody use Ruby Flush. I really like this. Like, it looks really nice. If you love a matte blush, I would highly recommend these with a very light hand and a light fluffy brush. But yeah, a little goes a really long way. I'm excited to play with these more. You guys know I'm gonna have to use this one soon. All right, I know I talked about using a highlighter, but I think I'm gonna hold off until the end to see how I feel about the whole look with the eyes and the lips, and then we can go from there. But I am really liking this so far. I just wanna take a peek here. Oh my God. I had blush on my fingers from swatching. Fuck. You guys, I had blush on my fingers from swatching, and I just went to like get the creasing of foundation out of my nose area, and now I look like I've been blowing my nose. Hold on, I gotta fix this real quick. All right, that's good enough. What I was going to say is I'm not sure if it's the combination of the Light Illusion foundation and that mineral veil, or if it's just that I was like talking and put on too much mineral veil, but I feel like I was getting a little caking. So I was trying to smooth it out and had that Ruby Flush swatch on my hand and just immediately made it look like I've been blowing my nose for 5 days straight. Okay, so now let's take a peek at these eyebrows. That's where I was going with this too. So, oh, they feel very soft. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, they feel very soft, but less product-y than the brow freeze from Anastasia. And they feel like they're gonna hold. I am really excited about this brow gel, you guys. I might have a new favorite. I don't know, like, cause they feel super soft and they're holding really nice. I mean, obviously it hasn't been that long. So, all right, I know that I was talking about using dip brow, but I think because usually when I'm using some of these other brow products, I go through with a pen. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and go through with a brow pen. I'm just gonna fill in like some of the sparse areas, give a little more dimension to the front. I'll be right back. All right, I am so happy with this brow gel so far. I feel like it really helps hold the hairs. Like I said, I'll see what it's like at the end of the day and I'll update you, but new favorite. I'm just saying it right now. I feel like this is easier to use than the brow freeze. I feel like the brow freeze can get a little bit white, like a little chunky. I definitely like it way better than the Patrick Cha, hands down. So I don't know, and it's so soft, and it almost like made my hairs feel a little thicker too. So like I think part of that is because it doesn't get crunchy. Like a lot of times if you use like a gel and it gets kind of crunchy, it just makes your hairs look like shrunken a little bit. So I think that this just leaves them looking full and nice. I just went through with the Ardell Stroker Brow. I've talked about that a bajillion times. So I'm very happy. Let's move into some eyes. So I am actually not going to be using anything super new. I wanted to go through and use one of my Sydney Grace cream shadows. We're just going to like blend that all over the lid. And then I do have some newer indie singles that I'm going to get out to play with. So we'll probably do some inner corner fun with that. But let's go ahead and throw this onto our lid. So I'm just taking the BK203 brush and just blending this in real quick. You guys will see. You get really nice shine and it lasts a really long time. These are just so user-friendly. Okay, so you can see, and I blended this out really pretty well. You could layer up a little bit more for like more intense shine. So these to me are like, you know, kind of akin to like a shadow pot, but I like the tube because they're less likely to dry out. It's way easier to get product out of too. And they're just so pretty and they work so nicely. So again, this is the shade Boardwalk. I really like it. All right, now we're gonna go through and pick out a fun shadow for like our inner corner. I'm gonna use my Copacetic Cosmetics. So I have some fun ones to use. I just got these like iridescent-y ones recently in their $2 Tuesday. These are both $2 Tuesday sets, and then I could not resist this cute little mint chocolate chip cookie one. But we're gonna go through and we'll do one of the iridescents that I got. So I'm thinking to kind of make it like fun and different, I'm thinking going with this Googly Bear. This shade has like a teal kind of flip to it, like a greeny teal flip. And so I thought that that would be pretty on the inner corner. It'll kind of go with my top. It'll give us a little something to like spice up this neutral look. So I'm just gonna use the BK204 brush and go through with that shade. I think I'm just gonna use it like dry. at least try that first. I am newer, definitely, to the Copacetic Cosmetics formula. I've heard of them, of course, and have wanted to try some things. And then when the little like Doctor Who collection came out, I was like, yes, please. I have to do that. So I got that set. I have not played with it a lot though. I've worn a couple of the shades. A couple of them are a little on the flaky side, which is just a formula type that I don't always love to use. And I know that they do have some flakies, but most days I just don't want to bother with that. So for me, that's not always going to be something that I steer towards. But when I saw these iridescents, I thought that they would be fun for like layering and like little inner corner pops. So while I can't say that like my experience so far has been so overwhelming that I want to run out and buy everything, I would definitely consider purchasing more shadows if there was like a little palette that I saw that I really liked, or you know, these $2 Tuesdays. I mean, when you can get a single pan shadow for like $2 a pop, that's really great. But just flaky formulas, I don't mess around with too much. So I would definitely want to make sure to steer away from those, just because that's my personal preference. If you don't mind that, that's great. I know that it does add texture to the lid. It's like impossible not to. So I don't really need that. But wow, look at that. That is really pretty. Let me pull back my crazy wild hair here so we can see. I love this. Okay, I think I'm really liking the like fresh look that this has, so I don't really want to go through with eyeliner. I want to keep it pretty simple. So I'm just going to go ahead and put on a couple coats of mascara, and I'll be back and we can put our lips on. All right, so I just threw a little bit of the NARS Climax Extreme mascara on. You guys know I like that one. It does just give like fluffy, nice lashes, and that's really just what I wanted. So now we're going to go through with our lips. So I did pull out a lip liner to use. This is the MAC Boldly Bare lip pencil. I just want something to I might just use it on my like top lip. I just feel like with a product like this, I want a little bit of definition. All right, I like that. It just gave me a little something. By the way, I did wipe off a bit of the excess of that lip mask. My lips feel really nice, so this is going to be a happy lip day because these are also very moisturizing. This again is the shade Nude Venus. Let me find a spot on my like messy swatch situation. So these two go together really well. That's Boldly Bare from MAC, and then there's Nude Venus. These again are just like, they have like, I would say they're more tinted than just like a tinted lip balm, but they're not as tinted as even like a creamy lipstick, if that makes sense. The smell on these is nice. It's like really, really light. Yeah, the smell on these, boy, it's super light. Like one sniff, I feel like there's nothing, and then the next one, I get like the lightest vanilla scent. So nice. I really like the way this makeup turned out. Okay, we are gonna pull out a highlighter though. Let me grab one. All right, we're talking about Sydney Grace, and I think that actually this one is gonna go really well with the shade on our eyes. This is PSL Extra Whip, Pumpkin Spice Latte Extra Whip. This is gonna be what we go through from Sydney Grace, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on though, not a lot. Just going through with a Moda brush. Why don't these Moda brushes have names on them? That's pretty. We might as well put a little on our brow bone too, right? I am really liking that copacetic color on the inner corner. Like it just adds a little bit of color in such a fun but approachable way. Oh, I should have done my lip before I put my lipstick on. All right, I love this look. I am so happy with the way this turned out. I didn't know where we were going with this, but I am so happy. This to me is fresh, yet still a little bit fun. I am here for it. I obviously did not go through with that brightening powder. I'll have to try that another time. I feel like my face has enough powder on it from that mineral veil. I mean, I know that none of this is super new makeup, but I was really excited to pull out a few of these things. I'm really excited to have another lip shine in my collection. And if you guys are interested, that, like I said, that Sephora set is still available. I'm gonna link that down below for you guys. But that is gonna be it. I hope you enjoyed. I am really feeling fresh. Thank you for spending some of your day with me. It really does mean a lot to me. Don't forget to give this video a like, and I will see you really soon.